Now I will press a pencil in mouth for 5 minutes. I will also continue Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I got to mile 13, the halfway point, and saw the official clock. It read 1:35:55. I did the math and realized that I was in the hunt to qualify for the Boston Marathon, but was right on the cusp. In order to qualify in my age group, I had to finish in under 3:10:59. I laughed in disbelief and slammed a paper cup of Ga- Gatorade. In less than 2 hours, the game had flipped, and I might never get this chance again. I had seen so much death by then in my personal life and on the battlefield that I know tomorrow was not guaranteed. Before me was an opportunity, and if you give me an opportunity, I will break that motherfucker off. It was not easy. I had surfed an adrenaline wave for the first 13 miles, but I felt every inch of the second half. And at mile 18, I hit a wall. There is a common theme in marathon running because mile 18 is usually when a runner's glycogen levels run low, and I was bonking my lungs, having my legs felt like I was running in deep Saharan sand. I needed to stop and take a break, but I refused, and 2 hard miles later, I felt rejuvenated. I reached the next clock at mile 22. I was still in the hunt for Boston, though I had fallen 30 seconds off the pace, and to qualify the final 4 miles would have to be my very best. I dug deep, kicked my thighs up high, and lengthened my stride. I was a man possessed as I turned the final corner and charged towards the finish line at the Mandalay Bay. Thousands of people had assembled on the sidewalk cheering. It was all a beautiful blur to me as I sprinted home. I ran my last 2 miles at a sub 7 minute pace, finished the race in just over 3:08, and qualified for Boston. Somewhere on the street of Las Vegas, my wife and mother would deal with their own struggles and overcome them to finish too. And as I sat on a patch of grass waiting for them, I contemplated another simple question I couldn't shake. It was a new one and was not fear based, pain spiked or self-limiting. This one felt open. What am I capable of? What am I capable of? SEAL training had pushed me to the brink several times, but whenever it beat me down, I popped up to take another pounding. That experience made me hard, but it also left me wanting more of the same, and day-to-day Navy SEAL life just wasn't like that. Then came the San Diego one day, and now this. I had finished a marathon at an elite pace for a weekend warrior when I had no business even walking a mile. Both were incredible physical feats that didn't seem possible, but they had happened. What am I capable of? I couldn't answer that question, but as I looked around the finish line that day and considered what I had accomplished, it became clear that we are all leaving a lot of money on the table without realizing it. We habitually settle for less than our best at work, in school, in our relationships, and on the playing field or race course. We settle as individuals and we teach our children to settle for less than their best, and all of that ripples out, merges, and multiplies within our communities and society as a whole. We are not talking some bad weekend in Vegas, no more cash at the ATM kind of loss either. In that moment, the cost of missing out on so much excellence in this eternally fucked up world felt incalculable to me, and it still does. I have not stopped thinking about it since. Physically, I bounced back from Vegas within a few days, meaning I was back to my new normal, dealing with the same serious yet tolerable pain I had come home to after the San Diego one day. The edges were still there by the following Saturday, but I was done convalescing. That's it for the day.